Okay, let me just set up this thing here first. Ideally. Just give it the permissions, man. Alright. Hell yeah. Got this one going for me as well, though actually this one seems a bit off somehow. So it's better. Feels better. Alright. Haven't done this in a while because of all the things that keep getting in the way of it, but finally I got some time for it. Let me warm up a little, actually. Just gonna do some retries here and there for Gaius, Phaedra, maybe Zenobia, we'll see. Let's start out with Gaius. Just because this is the most important one. If I get past Gaius, I usually get runs, right? For the most part. And I really need a good start for it to actually have a proper chance at getting a good run. I just tend to over-focus on the... Yeah, okay. Let me not do the ILs here, because it's kind of pointless. I'll practice it in the way there. I just run for 4 seconds and start shooting once the animation would begin in the thing, which is once the arm goes past. It's not quite the same, but it replicates it as much as possible. In a decent way. Yep. These are usually the things that make it not work. Those small little things. Really gotta grab far up enough. Well, now I already did the arrow shots. Whatever. I don't think the arrow shots are as much of a problem anyway, in comparison. In the grand scheme of things. Yep, that's the other thing when I don't really grab the thing right. That was closer though. That was a little better. Okay. the hell is happening here? Oh, this is not going great on the practice here so far. The whole problem is that I would usually also stand way closer, so it's a bit of a different vibe on the arrow shots. But it ain't too bad. Wow, that's new. Could I save this? Legitimately? Nope. Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Might do a few more retries after doing the rest. Just can't focus too much on it. I've been getting better results with the guys as in general. It's just that it's been a bit since the last time I ran this game, and those little things are usually the ones that need work after little breaks like that. Which freaking sucks because they make or break the run nowadays. Okay, sure. Okay, lost my touch on this one as well. I really need to, like, at some point sit down, do like 5 no reset runs and write down all the weak points. Okay, this isn't great either. That's not great. Okay, why isn't he grabbing? Is this all correct? Alright. Okay. I'll be fine. Let me do a bit of Gaius again. Just so I can get a better feel for it. Wow. This ain't it. Wait, did I just almost make it work anyway? That's fantastic. You know what, let me just start with attempts, and then if I see, okay, this is not working, I'll go back to it. I can't overthink it, otherwise if I just keep trying and it keeps not working, I won't even get into doing the runs. Okay, anyway. Let's get going. And I started early enough today where I can definitely put in quite a few attempts. It should be great. So I can even work on those little things. Though in general it's just a numbers game. I definitely have the skill required to get a run like that. It's just about doing it. Everything else is just increasing the odds, but in the end it doesn't really matter if I don't do runs. Just gotta keep going at it. Well, thanks for that comment. I mean, in the end it's like, it's weird because I remember having like those moments where I would go at it for freaking weeks upon weeks, freaking months, nothing worked. I took a little break and then it literally happened within the first few hours. Yeah. It can happen any day, any moment, and you gotta treat it like that. Otherwise there's really no point, right? The worst mindset you can have is like, oh, you know, gotta get better and all that. Because in the end, there's a goal to all those attempts, no matter how many you put in, right? But at this point, like, the difference between my run and the world record makes it even fairly likely that I will get a PB that isn't world record. That should be fine, like, if I got like a 56-30-ish run before the final push, that would give me a better idea of what to go for, though it's usually not my style. It's the more healthy approach, getting a couple PBs and then a record, but it isn't often that way. More often than not, I reset the hell out of everything until it works out perfectly first try. Yeah, actually, considering I had a few like moments where Valis was like an issue the last time I tried before my little vacation. This felt pretty good, yeah. And it's important to gain those little improvements in seconds. Being a couple seconds ahead rather than behind after quad makes Gaius less painful. Because messing up a little will still give you a decent enough start. And like technically if I went all out I could have 20 or 30 seconds of advantage after Gaius if all of it goes perfectly well. So that would make it a lot easier. Because if I have 30 seconds after Gaius and then some on a few others, I basically already have a time save required, right? Gaius is the biggest one, for sure. But there's others anyway. I have a decent time save on Phalanx still, I think. If I got that, that would almost be enough on its own, honestly. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. Just got to avoid the shakes here. That was a bit sloppy, but could have been worse. Wow, okay, fuck it. That's alright. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Why is my heart rate going off? I'm not doing anything yet. I'm not even doing anything yet. I'm already stressed. Some of the time losses actually because I messed up the menuing. So I think I'm still on a good, decent enough pace anyway. Anything below 510 I'll accept. But now the important part. The one that usually goes wrong. When I was initially practicing this like strategy in boss rush, and it's even a little bit harder in boss rush, though at least you get a ton of attempts. By the time I finally got the record, I had like... Do I still have that actually? Surely I have like... I had a little counter with attempts on Gaius, past Gaius and all that. Somewhere. I might have deleted it. But basically it was a fun way of making it like a gamified thing. Where it felt like I was making progress each time I failed. If Gaius becomes more like that, I will probably re-add that. Just to keep myself more sane. In the end, like, I only had like 1 in 4 runs go past Gaius. And it needed like 100 Gaiuses or something like crazy like that. But boss rush it's quicker. And in the end my success rate was a lot better. It was even a lot better than it is right now, so it feels like it's something that can be practiced, and I've gotten better at it than I was even at the start of any percent grind. That's for sure. Okay, anyway. That's why practicing like this strategy in boss rush is a bit off, because... Yep. Well, that was bad. Because you're way closer to Gaius. I might even give this a chance anyway. I think if I get it perfectly now, it's not only good practice, but can still end up in a run that is runnable. But that is painful. But I always end up thinking to myself, well, if I don't make any mistakes from here on out, it will still be a good run, right? Yeah, the whole... It feels like the angle at which I get here is different from boss rush. It feels easier in a weird way. And of course I... Why wouldn't I get it, right? That one moment where I actually mess up the easy start, right? Why not? Why not? Let's see how bad the damage is from being a tad bit too slow there on dodging. This might actually still be runnable, funnily enough, because of the potential time save that there is in general. And like, this was a good guise besides the obvious flaw. I might actually keep going with this. That's so silly. It could have been such a good run. But it shows that my guise was terrible in my other run as well, huh? The fact that I can get hit by Gaius and then do a perfect execution on the rest and still be ahead. It's one of the Gaiuses of all time, for sure. But I'll keep going with this run, if even just for practice. Not even talking about the fact that this is still world record potential. Which is almost sad, but I will need a way better run than I would have needed from now on. But gotta keep in mind, like, the other time, like last stream or so, when I had a very good run going, past Gaius, I was minus 20. And then I ran into a rock on Avion, and the Avion went slightly off, and then I was plus minus 0. So, in a way, getting hit in the face by Gaius, even though it feels way worse than hitting a rock with aggro, it's basically like, it's a similar time loss, or it's one aggro rock and one more thing. Yeah. People don't realize how much like the in-between sections actually matter, because sometimes you just gain randomly 10 seconds from doing well on the aggro section, right? Maybe this time I will actually like end up getting like a very good barba, and then that's counteracted anyway. Gotta keep going whenever I get a chance. Even if just for practice. Depending on how this goes, I might even just keep going in general. Just to finish a run. Yep. That's good. Yep, that's less good, but it doesn't matter too much. I think here I'll be able to do a jump stab. Yep, because of that one animation. Like, if you get the slow start at the start where you shake, you have like a decent chance of getting shaken out on that Phaedra animation. But if you get shaken out, you can then safely jump stab in the end. Yeah, will probably lose me a couple seconds here. The start of it was also not too great, but still within reason, I guess. I gotta start getting good Colossi though, otherwise this will just be one of those runs that loses a couple seconds here and there, and all of a sudden it's worthless. Out of nowhere. But it is a run past Phaedra, I mean, it's gotta be worth something. First run of the day as well. It's not a great run past Phaedra, but it is a run past Phaedra. Got potential anyway. But yeah, the goal is to stream a decent bit today. It always depends on my mood and stamina, but I'll try to go for something between 3 and 4 hours, which is a long stream for me. For my standards. It's usually about how much I can go into shadow before losing focus anyway. Usually when the runs start to be weird and all. And yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a bit annoyed by the fact that I keep getting these runs that have a bad early game, but are not quite bad enough to reset. But we'll see how this goes. Just gotta do very well on Barba for it to be worthwhile, right? Still don't know how to do this the PTO way, which I gotta learn at some point if I wanna stay competitive. Not gonna lie, but this shall be good enough for now. Sean's old way. Still decent. Still gets the job done. Yeah, my avian consistency has been okay, even though it's with slightly outdated methods. Alright. The Barba always makes or breaks it a little. The annoying part is actually that besides the Gaius, the rest of my early game was fairly solid in my PB. So when I don't get the Gaius time safe, it's kinda hard. Especially with a decent mid game as well. Gaius and then a couple things later in the run that I actually can save time properly. Well, that's the thing, that's not enough, isn't it? It's like 16 Colossi in a row, so even if one goes well, there's still potential of the others, right? But with the amount of optimization in this run, a lot of it is just staying goddamn consistent on everything. Though I think if you got a run where you don't make major mistakes on any of the Colossi, and maybe get one or two specifically good, it will probably still be sufficient for a record. Though each time you make a mistake, you gotta make up with a very good Colossi somewhere else. I'm already at the point with the guys where I will have to make up somewhere else. Because the expectation here is to be 20 seconds ahead of my PB, which is bizarre, but well, it's the state of things. Though that would be like if I were to go for a 55, so there's still some leeway. In a way, though, I'm still kinda going for a 55. Or a very low 56 would also be great. Overthinking all of it is also not really a good thing. Even though that's what I usually do, right? In a way, it's not complicated, just do the fights well, and yeah, just don't make mistakes, huh? Not sure on this. Okay, this was actually perfect so far, but this is only part of it, isn't it? The second part is arguably more important. It's where I avoid getting shaken. Yo, that was sick. That was sick! Holy shit! The head was a little slow because I just got a plant, but holy hell, that was awesome. This was just perfect, man. Why can't it always go like that? Just don't shake and do the stabs, man. Okay, okay, sure. I needed that. That made up for the guys a little bit. Back in the green. There's always something with the shakes, right? But this was straight up Wander not shaking. The weird turn that Barba did there. Like, I wish she would do that more often. Because it just allows for clean stabbing without interruption. But I think it only does it when you jump off at a very, like, awkward point. Like, if I jumped off just a little bit later, then Barba would have done a step forward, at which point I just lose the run instantly. But I mean, I can't afford to, like, do this slowly. There's ways to make it faster in general, but yeah. Kinda hard. Like, where I do what I do in my boss rush. But it's easier in the boss rush because of the way you line up for all of it. But it was good. Gold split, in fact. Can't complain there. Funny thing is, it could have still been faster if I just avoided the plant, but yeah, no, this is good. But yeah, that's basically, imagine if I would have got the -20 on Gaius. I would be at a -35 now, and I was always talking about the -30 Barba. That's basically what's required for a -35 or even minus 40 Barba split. Just this kind of Barba. Gives me hope though, if I ever get like a disgusting early game, the rest will be so much easier. I just have to hold the freaking time. Like, hold the time safe. Not make mistakes. Considering I have like decent amount of time safe on Shinobi and Phalanx in this one, I think. I think I'm good here, yeah. Slightly staying to the right here to avoid the slowdown that tends to happen. And now just stay in the cutscene for as long as possible. Kind of like the quad thing. And then just don't hesitate on this. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, not quite what I was looking for, but it's not a big deal. In theory, if I just do the jump stabs, just a bit slower, but that is okay. Hey there! So as clean as this Hydrus was for the most part, I think I'll actually be losing a bit of time because the jump step on the horn is slower. I think my Hydrus in general was already very good. And then Kuromori Basaran is just a brutal split. Both of those are brutal splits. They're very good in my PB. Oh, not even losing time, apparently I have some time save potential. Just tying, that's good. That makes sense though. It's always funny because Kuromori is still a stressful split, but not for obvious reasons. The fight itself is pretty easy, but the optimization on the horse section is where you can lose a lot of time for no reason. And the Kuromori I had in my PB was very solid. By my own standards, anyway. Okay, man. No, 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 no. Just do a thing, please. Rocks, man. Freaking hate rocks. They're the worst. The worst thing. Man. Okay, whatever. This was sloppy, but not bad either. I mean, maybe it was a little bad, but it's not game breaking. Let me try a thing. I stopped doing that. Maybe I should stop doing that again. That wasn't too great, but I believe. Okay, people are drilling in the nearby apartment. Hopefully it's not audible on stream. Yeah, man, that's not what I was going for, I'll be honest. Yep, but that's what I suspected. Yep. Back in the ±0 category. Yeah, I verified some of your runs. Well, mostly those were PS2 and PS3, I think. Not sure on the PS4 ones, I'll be honest. Anyway, this is where I usually lose like 10 seconds because my best run in the personal best was pretty much perfect. But yeah, this run will need a very, very solid late game. It's possible to get world record from here, but it will take a very solid late game. Very, very solid, like legitimately perfect Phalanx, perfect Zenobia, maybe Argus IL, then I could do it. But that's what I get, like, if I would have gotten that -30, -40 second Barba, then I would only need one of those, you know, good Phalanx and the rest is mediocre, or Argus IL and the rest can be mediocre. But since I haven't gotten those, now I need everything. Won't be easy, but at least I've gotten a run, which is very cool. Always very motivating to get runs going. Also, the setup is so good. Just waiting here is so much better. Okay. No, please just get a plant, man. Not a plant. This is a plant though. This was very good. Man. Okay. Nearly perfect. I might not even lose much time after all. This was very good. Might have been faster to just do a normal stab, but yeah, this is perfect. Only losing a second, which is due to a jump stab. Very, very good. This might as well be a time save. Okay. Yeah, honestly, like, the cool thing about this run so far is if I would have gotten, like, the guy's time save, I would have kept it till now. Which is a rare thing. Though the Kuromori wasn't great, this is still decent. I can work with that, let's put it that way, I can work with that for sure. Some of best is still a minute ahead, and there's some gold split potential in the later parts. And I only need like 45 seconds. And even just a PB, why not? Just shows how brutal it is though, considering PDO is 45 seconds faster. But I know exactly what I would need to do for that to happen. It's not that crazy, it's just a more solid early game and a more solid late game, really. I hate the way to dirge, by the way. It's always a little weird with how, like, aggro keeps slowing down. I really gotta optimize this part. Okay, here, gotta make sure to take a wide turn to not run into a rock. And the next part, also very important to avoid rocks at all costs. Yay, I avoided the rocks. Love it. Okay, we started doing the left approach here. Going from the left is a bit better. Okay. I might have understabbed this, hopefully not. No, I think this is good. Okay, man. Okay, man. Just do a stab, please. This was bad. But, I mean, at least I got a 1 cycle. Let's pretend this is the time lost from Bass Run earlier. I mean, still holding on. Still holding on. If I carry this kind of pace to past Pelagia, this run got potential. But it will be close. It will be decided after Pelagia, if the last 4 are perfect, when this run got a chance. And then basically we all fully know well that if I get a perfect late game and this run ends up being like a low 56, then the good early game is what is required for a 55. I think for me currently a 55 is about the limit of what I could possibly do. For a 54 you would have to go insane. Probably incorporate like things I wouldn't be comfortable with. Or just a shit ton of attempts until everything is perfect. But I mean, even a little PB, like if it beats JK, I would probably submit it. I already have gotten a 56, but I didn't want to submit it because it didn't beat JK. So there's that. Okay. Perfect. Won't gain me any time. Won't lose me any time. Gained about a second, I'll take that. Well, I'm still glad you're watching. Don't know any Portuguese myself, unfortunately. Okay. One more execution heavy part. Then a perfect phalanx, perfect Zenobia, and who knows? Who knows? But this is the kind of run that I might finish even if the run dies from now on. Just for practice of it, might as well. Unless I fail the one cycle on Pelagia. Which I shouldn't under normal circumstances. It's just that this mid-game section is brutal and honestly... Besides Dirge, that can be better, my mid-game section in this run was very solid. Yeah, and the awkward part is this run would be like 20 seconds faster. Because my guys was also perfect bag, but I got hit by the sword attack. And then I was like, alright, let me just do it anyway for practice, and then I got a perfect guys after that. Losing like 20 seconds. Being basically on par with my PB guys. But yeah, I am on a run, technically. I think if like I get the late game perfect, it still has a slight chance to record. These aggro sections don't help me with that, but yeah. It's the first run of the day as well. But basically, I then had a very solid Barba, and then I bled a bit of time on the mid game. But who knows? I know that my late game has enough time save potential. Because I think my phalanx was pretty bad. As well as my Zenobia. Yeah. These are like the small things I really should work on. But honestly, if I just get a one cycle here, I'll already be happy. We'll probably lose a bit of time, but then the important part starts. I wonder if we can start to replicate Sean's setup on Pelagia somehow, because it's slightly faster, since you have to swim less. Maybe it's not even faster, honestly. Just a little bit, a couple seconds maybe. I wonder how it compares. All right. This should be good. Okay, I actually will get a chance here. Is it still doing the thing? Oh man. Okay. Now is the time to just fucking send it. Basically what I will need now to world record off of here, which is, I think, still possible. Which is insane that it's still possible. But I basically need the equivalent of 4 gold splits. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to like avoid that, if that stab timing on the last one matters. It probably is a bit random. I had that happen enough times as well. It just sucks. Well, it's not avion, it's phalanx. But, yeah. It is a cool one. I just started to hate it once I've gotten more into the speedrun of it. And besides the whole insanity of it just being a gigantic thing, I personally don't like the fight that much. On a speedrun level in the IL, especially in going for the IL world record, a lot of the skill is counteracted by the timing of the flaps. And it used to just be a big RNG factor. At least in 90% we've gotten rid of that. But I just tend to be very bad at it as well. Well, I guess I've gotten better, but still. Somehow a lot of runs die here for me. But hey, if I get a very good phalanx, this run still has a chance. Because last time I think I got like the arrow shots, but then the problem was that I didn't get up on it quickly enough, so I lost a lot of time there. 1, 2. Okay, so far so good. Okay, just gotta spam the shit out of that button. Okay, this was very good. This should save a lot of time here. Man. Not working with classic controls here is a bit weird. But it is the more optimized thing ever since we did this change on the strats. Man. Okay. "35 seconds is very solid. I think mine is 32. I haven't ever properly tried to optimize that a bit further. I probably could. Okay, It's insane that I'm still losing time to gold here. But this was an improvement. I might not have enough time saved left though. Well, with the Argus. I'll just see where it can go from here. It's just unfortunate that I lost time on smaller things in the mid game, but the mid game is harsh. It is what it is. I can PB off of Via. It's just that the Zenobia now has to be very, very good. If you understab slightly, like instead of doing 2 full stabs on normal, you do 1.9 stabs, you never finish killing the sigils. And since you have enough damage by doing the arrow shots onto the sacks, it still kills the Colossus in the end. Because, yeah, you did more damage by killing the sacks, and then if you understab by just a little bit, it doesn't matter. It's the same way we do Dirge in one cycle. On Dirge it's just a bit harder. Because on Dirge you only get 1 arrow shot damage, which is very small amount. Man, I'm kind of annoyed here, by the way. Like, if I wasn't stupid on Gaius, I would be like 25 seconds ahead now, which would be a decent bit. I'll see what I can do from here. Zenobia. Like, because I contributed a lot of strategy that comes with the super jump and optimized the wacky jump a lot. And just because I like Zenobia as a Colossus in the arena a lot. So this next one coming up, which, like, I tend to be fairly solid at it, but it ruined enough of my runs before where I know it's not a given. But if I get like the equivalent of a 110 here, I'm not sure how good my Zenobia gold is. Still hoping that I can save a lot of time here. Though, I mean, honestly it's very unlikely that I will get world record from here on out. Unless everything is absolutely perfect. Even then I don't think it's likely. But I'll aim for a good PB in any case. And I mean, there's also some IGT shenanigans there for sure, because can't forget to switch all of this around, because I waited a long time on things like Hydras and had like some menuing mishaps, so maybe I can gain more time off of that. Okay, anyway, let's do this. Okay, so far so good. Man, come on. Man! What are you doing, man? What is happening? Just jump, thank you. Is he being slow again? He's being slow again. This is horrible. I hate this so much. Yeah, the problem here was when he gets under the plateau, he kind of slows himself down a lot. And since I had trouble jumping off the platform there, it was kind of stupid. We'll see. I mean, considering, like, I wasn't expecting this to go anywhere at all after that early game. I did the best with what I had, I think. This Zenobia could have been so much better. I don't know what was going on there with the plateau. Well, this is so unfortunate. Yeah, well, Argus IO is necessary, yes. If the camera angle is right, I will definitely go for it. Argus IO is most definitely required to get anywhere with this run now. The Zenobia was unfortunate. The Zenobia was very unfortunate. Because it had the potential to be very solid. I really gotta practice my Zenobia again. I stopped doing the jump for some reason. I don't know why. I lost my feeling for it. I should stop with that and practice it once more. This won't be a record. The best I can hope for is a solid PB. I need like 45 seconds of time save. If I would have had the solid early game, I would be like 6 seconds ahead right now, then it would still have potential with an Argus IO. Very, very just about. But honestly, I'm happy that for the first run of the day I already got one into the late game. Like, none of the Colossi were specifically bad besides that Gaius, which ends up costing me the chance at a world record probably. Though there was a lot of more things in between. Man. It's a solid attempt here. I wonder if I can turn that into like an all platforms if I go backwards. Is that allowed by the rules? Instead of going PS4, PS3, PS2, I just start with this as a PS4 run and then work myself backwards. No, I'd hate myself. I think I'd hate myself. There. If I actually went for it. Because then I end on PS2. Which, I mean, I have a way easier time getting a solid PS4 run rather than the other two. Would end in disaster, probably. I'd rather have a solid PS2 and PS3 run to start with. And then just do whatever is a PS4 run. I don't think we'd allow that. Is that what happens if you just let it count? Really? Okay, come on. Argus IL. How much time would I save with an actual Argus IL? Probably like 10 seconds at most. 15 maybe, I don't know. Actually, yeah, my Argus was pretty bad, I think. Yeah, no, this won't be Argus IL. This won't even be a regular Argus. This won't be much of anything, man. I hate the camera so much. Man, really? This sucks so much, holy fuck. Was this the run where I had like a bad Argus? I think it was. I might tie it. Ugh. This is disgusting. Yeah, but that means I would have actually gold split it here with an Argus IL. Okay, seems like my Argus was better in PB. Yeah, no, I had a regular Argus. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I even PB from here. But it was a solid run, right? Okay, let's see. This sucks so much. Yeah, man. I think IGT wise I might still PB, but I won't beat JK. I won't beat you, JK. I hate this. This isn't a bad run, but it's just underwhelming. Man. This is what it's gotten to, right? I can do a fairly solid run and it's just nothing much of anything. Ugh. This run wasn't particularly bad, it's just that it wasn't good either. I mean, even if a good guy is at the start, I would be like at -10 right now, so definitely not world record potential. Yeah, run didn't impress, huh? Just got your average late game. Man, getting the record nowadays is freaking hard, man. I mean, in a way, this is the first run of the day, so I can count this as a no reset run, right? For a no reset run, this is insane. I haven't reset once today. And for a run that I just did like that, it's very good. Maybe this is a wake-up call that I should stop allowing myself to do runs that are not straight up -20 on Gaius or -15 or whatever at the very least. Man, I need to work on Dirge as well. I need to work on Dirge and Zenobia. Yeah, man, sure. This is how I beat it. This is how I do it. Good start. I will probably not PB here. I probably will not PB here, if you're being honest. Oh, actually, I think last time I did PB as well, even though the run was slower RTA-wise. One of the runs of all time, man. How far we've gotten. I would have been so happy about this kind of run before the last, like, record I got. No, it's freaking worthless. Man. The optimization we're getting into is understated, honestly. 56.15 or whatever he got is a very solid time. It's scarily so. Still haven't gotten much better at this. Bah. Man. Yeah, I don't think this will be a gold split Malice. I'm kinda curious to see what it will be though. Yeah, I'm not bothered by it. I will just play through the whole thing. We'll need a little break anyway. Might as well finish a run for the statistics or whatever. I should get into the thing that Anfuki is doing here. Of like... Okay, yeah man, sure. Sure. I always make fun of Usu until I aim for the pit, but holy shit. What a run. What a mediocre kind of piece of shit run, man. Yeah man, sure. Sure, why not? Okay, yeah, the Malice is kind of throw. One of the Malices of all time, man. This was trash. This was utter trash. Oh, what a pity. Now it won't even PB. This was awful, holy shit. Like, imagine if I had a run on pace and then I get this kind of Malice. I can be happy. No, I'm dropping frames. I'm most definitely dropping frames. I wonder if we can innovate here. Do they run away quicker if I follow them a little bit? Hey Aiden, yeah, thank you. I mean, it's all about perspective, right? In a way, I don't even hate this run. It didn't have many mistakes in them. It's just that not having many mistakes in the run isn't enough anymore to get even close to world record. I'm just glad I finished the run, man. But I need to work. So doing an attack earlier can be a good thing. Yeah, you predicted that. A run finished. One of the runs definitely finished. For no reset, I'll take it. It had all the chances still. To the very end. Man, even my moves on Dorman are bad. Losing time on Dorman. Blech. Don't like this one. I don't like this one. Especially I don't like this one because it shows me how fragile my late game is. Like, man, I was on par and now I'm plus 42. Because getting past this mid game here is so hard. Like, my Kuro and Bassaran were pretty good in my PB. And Solosi and Pelagia are always the same, pretty much. Phalanx and Snowbee, I definitely have time saves, as well as Argus if I get IL. But yeah, no, there's no way around it. I will need to reset the runs that don't get a perfect Gaius. Otherwise, what am I even doing here? It is a good... D-Rust. Let's call it a D-Rust, right? It is a derust indeed. A very good derust. You paused the game and forced quit. I'll take this break, honestly. I will keep going with runs after this, so everyone don't leave. But I'll take this as a bit of a breather. But yeah, basically what I will need to do to get world record is average a ±0 on everything, besides on Gaius I gain like -20, on Barba I gain like -10, -15 maybe. Let's say -30 on Barba. This is -30 on Barba is possible. I would have gotten it if the Gaius went well. And then if I get like the -30 on Barba, I keep ±0 on everything, gain like 10 seconds on Phalanx, and then either gain 10 seconds on Zenobia or 10 seconds on Argus, and then I get it, right? The time save is definitely clearly there. I just gotta use it. And that means I gotta get like a solid early game. Either solid early game or perfect late game. But solid early game makes it easier to execute the late game. Like if I had a -30 on Barba, I just need one of those things, right? If, let's say I'm -30 by Pelagia, and then I get this kind of Phalanx -40, I basically got it, right? Basically. And this Phalanx wasn't even great, it was okay. So like, yeah man. I'll be right back, guys. Give me like, yeah, watch these credits or something. I'll be right back. Okay, it stopped connecting to a thing, which is annoying. I guess there even a way where I can still change the sound settings while this is going on. This annoys me. I hate the way Windows 11 works, because on the second monitor it doesn't seem like I have a way to change it back to the Bluetooth earphones. But yeah, I just realized something. if we go back, let's say I have minus 20 on Gaius. I gained, I was 7 seconds slower and then I gained back. So this is a minus 15. So like, minus 45, minus 40 second Barba is possible. Or like minus 40 Hydras, because this Hydras could have been faster. Minus 40 Hydras is the dream, and then just keep everything going. Gain a little bit of time in the late game and then I'm good, right? Oh, I will do another one, yes. This isn't good enough by my standards. I'm trying to beat the record, and this is nowhere near record. This was a good warm-up run, if anything. Like, how much time do I actually need? My current PB is 57.02. And PDO is 56.17, so exactly 45 seconds of in-game time. Which is probably a little bit more seconds in real time. But, like, the early game is all I need, right? 45 seconds on early game, keep the mid game, gain a bit in late game, and I got it. Which means I can't accept bad early games anymore, man. I should stop. I should stop accepting bad early games. If I'm at not at least minus 30 by Barba, what am I even doing? Man. Because this mid-game section is so demotivating. It's very easy to lose time here. Kuro till Pelagia, I just gotta keep it even. Then on Phalanx, I have one chance, Snowby a second chance, and Argus third chance to make up missing time. But that's about it. You guys still hear the music, I assume? Well, Nawaf, I just had a run. This was the first run of the day, and it was in world record contention till Pelagia Phalanx, I guess. But I just realized I gotta have stronger early game, so the late game isn't as stressful. Also, my headphones died completely now, I think. But yeah, considering this was the first run of the day, I will do some more runs after this. The goal will be to get another run going, which has a strong early. Easier said than done. I mean, in a way I'm almost happy, because if I would have gotten a strong early game here, let's say minus 40 seconds at Barba or Hydras, let's say minus 40 by Hydras, I would have had minus 42. This would have been world record contention and I would have lost everything. So yeah, in a way I'm happy this one didn't make it, but yeah. Just shows how hard it is. Argus was very sad. Because the camera on Argus just has to line up. I gotta like figure out how that works. How I can force the camera, because PDO was talking about it. Maybe it's kind of like on Gaius, where you can force the camera position. Because that's pretty much all of what makes me not do Argus Ayala every freaking time. It's the camera. Because if you get the camera that zooms into the other thing, then you can't do the strat. Then it just doesn't work. Or maybe I just gotta deal with it and learn how to do it with that camera, but that'll take a while. But yeah, Zenobia got like 10 seconds in it, maybe more. Phalanx has like 10 seconds in it. And Argus got like 10 seconds. So that's like 30 seconds in the late game, realistically. It's probably more, but realistically up to 30 seconds. Well, that's funny. So if I get the minus 40 by Hydrus and then the minus 30 in the late, let's just pretend, then we're at minus 110, which would be 56. It would be a high 55. PDO is talking about sub 55. PDO is fucking insane, man. He will do it someday. I can already see it. Anyway, what's the IGT here? Let me guess. 5730 or something. Yeah. My sense for that stuff, because a lot of the time loss wasn't actual time loss, but some IGT time save bullshit. Yeah, I mean 57:31 would have been a world record at some point, right? I would have been very happy with a time like that at some point, but it's not enough. It's not enough anymore. It's not fucking enough. Okay, let me fix the audio and then I'll keep going. Yeah, man. We're going for 56:15 and lower. We can't afford these kind of mistakes, man. What am I even doing? Why is this game so hard? Could you like... Thank you. So, let me bring back the... Okay, now I can hear again. Now let me bring back the other thing. I mean, this wasn't a bad run. By old standards, this was what was needed for world record. By new standards, it's not enough. It scares me, but I'm hopeful I can do it. But I really gotta start resetting more aggressively for Gaius. But this was a good warm-up. I'm happy I finished the run, and now let's keep going. Minus 40 by Hydrus. Come on. Minus 40 by Hydrus. Okay, no. I need some sense of, like... Let me try this again. Stupid new standards. How dare PDO just be so good, right? How dare he? I will never forgive the Brazilians for making this game so competitive, huh? First Madurashi, now PDO. What are we even doing here, man? It all started when the PS2 was the most available thing in Brazil, and everyone played Shadow there. That's where it all started, man. It all started there, now a 57 isn't in... Okay. This is what happens sometimes when I do the thing. Because I don't want to be doing the side input there anymore to gain like a second. But this is what happens sometimes when I am too far left on that grab. He just jumps out of it. Also, aggro RNG is a thing. Sometimes aggro goes towards you and when you save a second. Isn't that fun? What if I just did all of it again, but without a bad late game and with a good early game? I mean, it's just a fact that a lot more Brazilians play Shadow in a competitive manner. It's just more likely that the strong players are from Brazil because of the way it evolved there. It's even more extreme in God of War. Yeah. Because God of War was another thing that was just readily available with all the PS2s around. Okay, man, that's a plant. That's not what I wanted, but I'll take it anyway. Could have just jump stabbed there. I keep losing frames. What the hell is going on with my internet? Gotta stabilize, man. What the fuck? Come on, man. Stop. Stop losing all those frames, man. No, I haven't. Maybe I'll do that after I'm done running PS4 for a day. It's just a bit awkward because the way it's set up right now, the aux to aux that I need to get the sound out of there. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's too short, so I have to get the PS2 out of the usual position. So it's either like at this point I buy a long aux to aux thing. Yeah, okay, sure. Or I just buy the proper upscalers to avoid the problem altogether. Which just seems like the easier way to do it, you know? Okay, all in all, I knew this would happen. For fuck's sake, man. Why is it like this all the time, man? Yeah, I'm not taking this. This is horrible. I'll try it out. I will definitely try it out once I get annoyed by resetting the early game again. It just feels like getting like one of those tools will make it so much easier to do the rest, you know? I saved that. It didn't feel like a good start to it, but I kind of made the most out of it. That was good. Yeah, I mean there's faster ways to go about it when I get like the really good setups. But this was like one of those where I'm not complaining for sure. I could be like 2 seconds faster, but that's about it. From my own ability anyway. -2 here is a very nice booster. Getting any tiny little bit of a second in the first few Colossi just does so much. It basically makes up for like mistakes later on. Gives you more of a cushion. So every little bit matters. Just a little bit. Because in the end, if you gain like a second per Colossus with 16 seconds, which is massive, optimizing everything to every little bit of detail just makes a massive difference. Which is why I should probably work on some more Colossi more carefully. Man, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god. I hate when he gets a plant fair. It doesn't ever make sense when he gets a plant fair. It's stupid. I never understand it. And I know like PDOs mentioned that re-grabbing when you see that animation can help, but whenever I re-grab I can't get the stab through. It's so weird. Yep, that's the thing again. Now we're back to how it usually is, this whole thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. So basically, if I gain 30 of those seconds through the early game, I only need like a little bit in the late. It's doable. It's not easy though. Ideally I wanna like be -40 at Hydrus, which is possible. -40 at Hydrus, and then I just need a little bit of a boost in the late. Man, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. I haven't gotten that kind of pace yet, but I know exactly what to do to gain that kind of pace. So it feels achievable. Keep grabbing here. I mean, it's not bad. Can be worked with. Yeah, but maybe I should make like a goal timer kind of thing. Like there I artificially make splits which are a bit more balanced with the exact kind of pace I would need and how to achieve it, right? I need to take a look into that because I kind of know what to do to get to that. Yep, that's better. Man, what are you doing? Okay. That was strange. But I'll take it. We'll probably still lose a little bit of time because of that weirdness in the end there. Yeah, but this is okay. I mean, it's weird to say that, but the splits I would make would aim for a 56-15, but they would also be more chill because the time save would be exactly distributed in a way where I can achieve it. I would also get rid of that insane Bassaran split, and it would basically be like a pacer kind of thing. Because running against PDO splits would be kind of disorienting, because some of it is like time saved by loads, like 15 seconds or so. I mean, basically, the whole plan here is gain 20 seconds on Gaius, gain 10 seconds on Barba, maybe gain 10 seconds in between those and Hydras in general, not necessarily, but ideally. So you're at a -40. Then play everything else up to standard. Gain 10 seconds on Phalanx. And then either gain 10 seconds on Zenobia or Argus. You know? Well, I'm literally going for world record. What do you mean by chill? I can't chill. If I already did my chill run earlier. That was a chill run. 57:30. It's honestly kinda wild that there hasn't been like a sub 1 since PDO achieved it last. By anyone besides PDO, me, JK and Sean. That's the biggest regretful thing, honestly. Okay, not accepting anything but perfection here. Wow, that was terrible. Yeah, no, this is already done. They haven't gotten the arrows. Yeah. Aiden, for example. I think Aiden is close. And then, like, I know that if Foxy, Madurashi, or Goop got into it, all of them could do it. But then, man, I don't know. Usu isn't like basically the circumstances that prevent her from running a ton. I know I could coach her to overweight to sub 1, but it just isn't feasible right now. Stocky just never fucking plays, but he would have some freaking potential there. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of people in the range between 110 and 115 that could be coached there, but it's just yeah, it takes a ton of effort to get that going. Most people aren't willing to invest that much. You should be able to. Okay, let me try this again. I still got some attempts left in me. Otherwise I can already say that I had a run today. So, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, the consistency of it. It doesn't even take a lot of practice. It just takes consistent practice to get there. And that's where a lot of things get in the way. I mean, I'm the same, I used to play this game daily without interruption during COVID. But now it's just am I really gonna go there and after a tough work day sit down and play in the middle of the week? I basically just have the weekends. I'm also doing qualifications now, so it's always Monday, Wednesday doesn't work because of those qualifications. Tuesday, Thursday is a long work day, so that only leaves Friday, Saturday, Sunday if I haven't planned anything else. Things will get better in that regard for me in 2 years. In 2 freaking years, man. When I finish that other qualification. Because then, no matter, I'm most likely gonna get a better kind of workplace that pays better, but also I won't have to do anything else besides that on the side. So anytime I come back from work, I can just do whatever. Next week is a bit more chill though. I think I'll do a stream on Wednesday or Monday. Not sure if I will do one tomorrow. We'll see. Probably not. But I'll try to keep it semi-consistent. Then there's obviously the marathon coming up, which will be very cool. Hopefully things work out there. Okay, quite literally, I lost the focus. It's so stupid. I would love to play for 4 hours at a time, but I just lost the focus after that one run. I hate it. But I will try to do the thing with the PS2 that JK told me to do. So stay with me. Yeah, sure, update, whatever, man. Do whatever you need to do, man. So let me try the PS2 thing. For that I need to take the PS2 and get it elsewhere. You know why I can't just do it the usual way? It's because this fucking thing. Like, this is a aux to aux cable. I thought 2 meters. 2 meters are plenty, right? Wrong. 2 meters are not fucking long enough. Or actually, maybe? Okay, maybe if I do it this way. Okay. I think I can make this work if I just... I'm entering crazy territory here. I'm like doing this. Okay, I think, yeah, this works. Holy shit, this works. I don't need a longer cable after all. I just need to figure out where to put this to get the sound in. Okay, but this works. Okay. Why are PS2 so fucking annoying? Okay, I'll get this working. So now the thing that goes into the PS5 goes into the PS2. Yeah, man. Let's do this. So you go in here. This is so scuffed, but I think it'll work. Okay, this is... I have to, again, say this is very scuffed. Alexa, turn on the consoles.
Okay.
So, if anyone was wondering, I have like all the consoles that I have plugged into one thing, which is connected to Alexa. Okay, man. So, let's figure this out. Let's get the Elgato back in. This was work. Okay, this is the reason why I'm doing all the aux stuff. Because the sound on this is fucking scuffed. I'll show this again just to emphasize. That's honestly a good way to go about it. Yeah, see how fucking scuffed that is? That is why we do the aux thing. There's gotta be better ways to do that, but oh well, here we are. Okay, let's see. Audio input capture. Line in. And it fucking works. Isn't that fucking crazy? Quite literally the way I fixed this is I put a freaking aux to aux cable from the PS2 to HDMI to my PC. And it fucking works. It's ridiculous. I hate that it works, honestly speaking. I hate that it works. So, anyway, I think I needed to do the GSM. Also, let me just display that on my fucking... Because the other thing is, displaying this on my fucking TV is disgusting as well. Because it's either small as fuck or it's stretched in a way that doesn't make sense. Anyway, graphic synthesizer mode. I think it was that. No, I have no idea. Wait. Is it that? 480p at 60 hertz. Yes. That's what I want. How does it work now? D-pad X and Y axis offsets. Skip video fix off. Yes. Can I select that, please? Can I just take that? That's what I want, though. I want the 480p at 60 Hz. Can we do that, please? Can we do that? Oh, exit mode selected to a PS2 browser. Yes. So now I forced that upon the masses. And now I close this. It's reading the disk, and in theory that should work. In theory that should make it better. Please read the disk. Yeah, man. Let's do that. This is hyper scuffed, by the way. But that's what JK recommended. Play it at 480p 60 Hz. Okay, it literally is like we play at 60. Yes. Yes. Yeah, man. This ain't too bad, honestly. It's a bit stretched for me, but not sure how it's supposed to be. It has those lines, but other than that, it seems fine. Okay, this is loud as fuck. Let me restart the Elgato as well, just in case. Do I just have the hard mode save on there? Yeah, man. I don't hate it, honestly. Feels alright. Is this normal or hard? I think that's hard, right? We'll figure it out. Yeah, man. Fucking love PS2, man. But this doesn't feel too bad, honestly. This feels playable. Am I gonna do this on PS2? I've never done this on PS2. Maybe I can just beat some records. Wouldn't that be funny? But yeah, forcing it at 480p actually works. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. I mean, I would usually play PS3 to attempt to break records, but I'm actually kind of curious. What are even like Shadow of a Colossus IL so they could beat on PS2? That would be kind of funny. Because I think the hard mode Phaedra is kind of outclassed by the newer strategies. I mean, I've done the launch on the PS3 before. I haven't done it on the PS2 before. That's the only thing. I could also try the Barba. The Barba surely wouldn't be too bad on PS2, right? I mean, it is pretty bad on PS2, but actually, like, these are hard mode ILs, right? No Surname did his, like, record on the PS2. How long was that ago? I'm actually curious. 12 years ago. What if I beat a 12-year-old IL record? That would be disgusting. That would be utterly disgusting. Maybe I should do that. I mean, a 114 is very beatable, in theory. It's just about doing the strategy I do nowadays. Which is doable. Unless it's a normal mode thing. You gotta check. I'm not quite sure actually if this is normal. This might be normal. Yeah, this is normal. God damn it. Gotta do a hard playthrough first. I don't wanna do a hard playthrough. And the normals, like ILs, are fairly solid. The normal ILs are fairly solid. Yeah, not beating any normal ILs anytime soon. I mean, I could, but it's just like, ugh. Pretty yikes. Yeah, but this doesn't feel too bad. Let me see how bad Zenobia is on this settings, because this feels a lot more playable than like it used to be. This feels actually playable. Do I feel like doing all platforms today? It's a real question. Yeah, I have to roll, I forgot. This is all about rolling. Yeah, man. Sure, man. Does this even work? Because I remember, like, this one being very hard. Yeah, sure. Like, getting the Kaze jump felt near impossible on PS2. But it plays better right now with this setting. Still feels nearly impossible, man. Should I actually try? Should I actually try? I'm not quite feeling it, but I'm feeling it a little bit. Should I do all platforms? I can try. I'll just start with PS2 run and see what happens. If it ends up being a good PS2 run, I might just do it. Yeah, honestly, let's do it. Let's give it a try. These are the old ones. I mean, it doesn't matter. I know what I'm kind of looking for. Also, I need to change the settings so it actually does the correct thing. Yeah, come on. Let's give it a try. Let's change the thing. And see where we go with this. Yeah, write this correctly. There's no extra letters in there, is there? So the goal is to beat JK. JK has a 502. Which is a 149, a 142, and a 130. It is definitely doable. Okay, doing all platforms now. If the PS2 run goes well, I will go through with it. But for the PS2 run to go well, it needs to be at least a sub 150. Let's see about this. You know, I play this, and all of a sudden I forget all the trouble that I ever had with the PS4 version, because my god, is this scuffed. Ugh. But yeah, this is a lot more chill. Sub 150 is a lot more chill than expectation. But when I realized this is the PS2 version, and nothing about the PS2 version is actually chill. It even starts here. Like, this... Wow, okay, I actually did it this time. This is not too bad. Hope the game isn't too loud. I don't trust this side jump here. I'll just do it the usual way. Yeah, man, just do a thing, please. Oh. But yeah, this feels better. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it doesn't actually feel better, but it feels smoother to play. I can't see. Yo, that wasn't too bad. These things are just very, very hard on this version. Just doing things the normal way. And not falling or doing anything stupid. Just walking in a straight line is fucking hard, man. So I'm happy with those kind of things. Could be a plant. Definitely is. Yeah, man. Getting it further out feels a little bit easier. Yeah, there's something else for sure. Also, it's very weird, but somehow the PS2 controllers feel better than the PS3 ones on the hands, which is wild. But the PS3 ones, I freaking hate them. The biggest challenge will still be Phaedra. Phaedra. Maybe Idris. Zenobia is a bad one, Argus is a bad one. All of them just don't freaking work, man. Well, I mean, it is PS2. I got a bit burnt out from doing the regular PS4 attempts. So I will see. If the PS2 run goes well, I will turn this into an all platforms run. Where I will do a PS2, PS3, and then PS4 version run, one after another. I was going for a record on that one for a while. But yeah, it's just tough to play the older versions when you're so used to the newer one. The like PS2 version is a different freaking thing altogether. I'm not even sure if that was enough arrow shots here, but I'll go for it. Yeah, that's not what I was going for, man. That's okay. I'm not sure, I'll just do a little bit of a stab there. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad for what I'm going for. That was a solid Gaius for PS2 version. Oh, the PS3 version is crappy. But the PS2 version is arguably more crappy. Because in the PS3 version everything feels bad, but you have control over it. Here it feels less bad, but you have less control over it because of the FPS. Well, that was a solid Gaius for the PS2 version, like holy hell. I'll take this. I've gotten a lot better with the earlier versions. Technically even hold like 20% hard record on the PS3, which isn't a big feat, but it is a feat. I think at this point, if I practice it more, I would probably have the like skill to contest the records on PS2 and PS3, but it's just a different beast. It's so hard to play. Just because when you're used to the full control and stuff on the PS4 version, here you're suffering doing the basic skips pretty much. Just because of the way the lineups were a little different and the way the shakes worked and stuff. Like, this guy's wasn't anything special. Like, it would be horrible on the PS4 version. But on the PS2 and PS3 version, this was very solid. Just because you can't do the same things in the same way. But yeah, because the earlier versions are just so different, we have 3 different categories for PS2, PS3 and PS4 runs. And now this will be a challenge. I will try to go for a simpler method here. It's hard to even grab, as you can see here. Wonder just doesn't grab as well. Like, this would have grabbed easily on the PS4 version, but it just didn't here. But the standard overall with the runs is just a completely different one. Okay, I can't go onto this one. Okay, man. Yeah, man. Sure. And recovery is just a lot harder. Okay, this works. Like, what I'd count as a horrible attempt in any other version, especially since I do different strategies altogether on the PS4, this is solid. Like, I'd count this as solid for the earlier versions. This isn't bad. Like, this wasn't first try or anything, but this was okay. Okay, why is he not planting here? Okay. Okay, man. Sure. Can we stop? Can we stop doing this, man? Can you just... freaking... What is happening here? Just plant. Just plant! Are you kidding me? Why is he not planting? What the fuck? This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Oh man. Oh god. Jesus Christ. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But good luck with that. Oh my god. But that's some bullshit there. Well. So the problem here is, if I do the whole run now, it will be like what? It's 6 PM now, and I need like 5 hours, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't want to be doing a run till 11 PM. But you know, there's potential there. And I think the settings that JK gave me are a little bit better. So what I will do is, I'll leave this for now. And depending on things, I might try on all platforms in the coming days. I'll announce it on my Discord. So you'll go join my Discord or whatever. But that'll be it for now. This was a fun one. I got a finished run. Can't say that every time I do these, so... I wasn't meaning to do that. What happened here? Oh, it just got out of here. Okay. Well, anyway, see you all, guys. Thank you for watching.